Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best immersion blenders.
Starting at number 5.
All-Clad Immersion Blender. All-Clad is known for its impeccably constructed stainless steel cookware, but the Pennsylvania-based brand also makes standout appliances. This immersion blender features its signature sturdy stainless steel build as well as a durable 600-watt motor and extra-long 9.25-inch blending arm. It's a bit heavy, 2.8 pounds, but feels as substantial and long-lasting as All-Clad's famous pots and pans. The All-Clad made a perfect mayonnaise in record time, just 4 pulses and 12 seconds of blending. While some blenders would incorporate the oil and egg too quickly, breaking the mixture, the All-Clad's large blending head seemed ideal for a thick and creamy emulsion. The device has 2 buttons, one to turn the machine on and another turbo option for pulsing, and is controlled by a speed dial at the top of the blender. It also has a textured rubber handle for comfortable gripping, even with wet hands. We were impressed by how smooth the All-Clad's results were in all 3 tests, but also noticed significant suction that made it challenging to move the blender up and down the container. The All-Clad was also pretty loud compared to other blenders and was challenging to hand wash because of small holes in its blending head that caught bits of food. It's not dishwasher safe either, so this felt especially notable.
Coming at number 4.
Vitamix Immersion Blender. Out of all the immersion blenders we tried in the soup test, the Vitamix was the speediest. Equipped with a 625-watt motor and 4-pronged blade, it pureed our mixture in just 20 seconds and was the creamiest texture we tasted, to boot. Because of this power, the Vitamix seems especially handy for large batches of soup. Also, its 9-inch blending shaft is longer than most of its competitors, which keeps hands safe from hot liquids, and the hard plastic bottom prevents scratches when blending in stock pots and Dutch ovens. The Vitamix is designed for one-handed use, with a power button to turn the machine on and another to control its 5 speeds. We did notice a significant amount of suction when blending both the soup and smoothie, and it was a bit loud as well at 89 decibels. The unique design of the Vitamix head also presented some challenges. It's domed, with a 4-point blade set deeply inside. That extra space between the bottom of the container and the blades made it impossible to emulsify in our mayo test, despite repeated tries. For that reason, we don't recommend this blender for smaller servings. Additionally, the Vitamix design made it a bit harder to wash by hand, although it is dishwasher safe.
At number 3.
KitchenAid Hand Blender. For home cooks who don't want to be limited by power outlets, KitchenAid's immersion blender can handle a range of blending tasks without the hassle of a cord. It's designed with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, which is ready to use after a 10-minute charge, although it needs 2 hours to fully juice up if it's empty, and easily lasted through our tests. The cordless KitchenAid gave a solid performance across all 3 tests. It blended soup in just 35 seconds, a smoothie in 40, and whipped up mayo with 4 pulses and 52 seconds of blending. We noticed minimal splashing, suction, and noise and loved the freedom of maneuvering it around the container. KitchenAid also includes a removable cover for the blender head to protect non-stick cookware from scratches, which we thought was a nice touch. The blender's variable speeds were controlled by a trigger. The harder you push, the greater the speed. That made it easy to pulse ingredients, but did present a challenge in keeping a consistent speed throughout blending. It felt comfortable to hold and had an easy-to-use safety switch, which is important since it doesn't have the barrier of plugging it in to turn it on.
Number 2 of my list.
Nutribullet Immersion Blender Deluxe Set. Nutribullet made its name with its small but mighty personal blender that's excellent for single servings and mini meals. We tried out the brand's immersion blender and were equally impressed with its power and performance when processing tough ingredients. In the soup test, this model pureed the broccoli, onions, and celery in just 35 seconds and reached a velvety texture after a minute. Likewise, it had one of the fastest results in the smoothie test, fully blending ingredients in 40 seconds, and didn't splatter or overheat like similarly priced competitors. While it was in the middle of the pack in the mayo test, We did appreciate that its dual speed dial and button design helped when transitioning between pulsing and blending. Lightweight and designed with rubberized buttons, the Nutribullet was easy to maneuver and took just seconds to assemble. Its plastic body felt a little flimsy compared to stainless steel options, but that didn't seem to stop it from outpowering them. We also noticed that the base didn't have holes for blended food to flow through. It made cleaning easier and increased the amount of suction in the soup test.
And number 1.
Breville Control Grip Immersion Blender. When it comes to impressive immersion blenders, this is it. Breville's powerful appliance came out on top of all our tests with minimal splatter or suction, flawlessly pureeing velvety smooth soup, blending smoothies in record time, and easily emulsifying mayo. We were particularly impressed with its smoothie performance, where it crushed ice in 40 seconds and chia seeds after just 2 minutes. The Breville has several design features that make it intuitive and enjoyable to use. Its textured trigger grip and variable speed dial were comfortable to hold and operate, and it didn't feel too heavy, even after a full minute of use. The trigger also made it easier to pulse, which was helpful in the emulsion test. Its 8-inch stainless steel shaft easily reached the bottom of deep containers and featured a rubbered base to prevent damage to non-stick cookware. Its head is also shallower than other models we tested, which minimized suction and prevented food from getting stuck, so it was easier to clean. The Breville's 15-speed dial is at the top of the blender, so you need to use 2 hands to adjust between slow and fast blending. We noticed that the highest speed setting was a bit loud during the soup test, 90 decibels, about the same level as a lawnmower. But since this blender proved to be the most powerful one we tested, we felt the benefits of speedy blending outweighed the noise.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.